Hi everyone, so welcome to the Global Student TV channel, and my name is Myville Tete, and you usually find me as a host of this very auspicious program on this very beautiful channel. So, on the Global Student TV channel, we talk study abroad, we talk student stories, we talk discovery, we talk growth. And if this is your first time, hey, you're welcome home. I want you to subscribe to this very channel. I want you to hit the notification button, the bell shaped like button, so that anytime you post videos, you'll be the first to know. And don't forget to like and equally share this video if you find value. Now, today is an auspicious day in history because on December 3, 2018, member states of the United Nations General Assembly met in New York and they passed a resolution. And this resolution was actually co-authored by a Nigerian. It was brought to the fore by a Nigerian. Now, what was this resolution? It was simple that this group of people said that they wanted a day that they would recognize as International Day of Education. And on that very day in December 3, 2018, January 24, today was actually chosen as the annual celebration of International Day of Education. What was the primary goal behind this? What was the rationale behind this? It was that simple, that members recognized that education in itself, in every form, is actually a basic and a fundamental human right, and education is one of the key drivers if we want to achieve the sustainable development goals, especially SDG 4. So this day was instituted to promote International Day of Education. Now, education in itself, and I side with what Nelson Mandela said, former president of South Africa, said education is a powerful weapon, to change the world. And I agree, I totally agree, because the rationale behind instituting January 24 as International Day of Education stemmed from the fact that education is a primary driver of achieving the SDGs, like I already said, that education is a vital force in achieving the development that we need and global peace that we all strive for. Education is at the center of it. And what really fascinates me the most is that education is actually a tour de force when we are looking at empowering vulnerable groups. I'm talking about women, I'm talking about youth, I'm talking about children, I'm talking about those who may never had a shot at education because of poverty. Okay, and I find myself in a bracket like that because as a first generation student, you can see from my shirt, yes, I'm a proud first gen. Okay, as a first generation student who have not seen my parents go to college, it was a bit difficult for me, and poverty was just crouching on my door. It was difficult. It took donors to take me to high school, and after high school it was a bit difficult. I had to work a bit, teach a bit, so that I'll be able to afford something small to attend the university. Even that one was a challenge, so it took my church to sponsor me. They paid about 80% of my fees, and the remaining 20% I had to actually hustle, like we say. I had to go teach in K-12 settings to be able to raise some funds during vacation, and I had to do some small businesses here and there, so I'll be able to fend for myself in college, so I'll be able to pay for my rent. Okay, so that's how far education actually took me, and today I'm in the States doing my postgraduate studies, and all thanks to education being a leveler. Today I'm able to sit with people in upper echelons and actually have conversations. That is the power of education. That is what education did and is continually doing for me. So if you're looking for a staunch proponent of education, then you have one in Myville. And that actually underscores what we do here on this very channel, because on this very channel we believe that every student across the globe has a chance, has a fair shot of world education, has a fair shot of global education, has a fair shot of all of these internationalization practices that schools across the globe are putting together to make sure that they get diverse group of students. It is our duty here at the Global Student TV channel to raise awareness of all of these internationalization practices heralded by schools. That is why on this very channel we move from theory to practice. We move from what is there to actually teach you how do I study in Canada, what are the funding options for me in the US, okay, China, what are some scholarships available, Erasmus Mundus, okay, what are some of the opportunities available across the globe that I can tap into as a student to realize my dream of either studying abroad, to realize my dream of even thinking globally whilst being in a local environment. And we believe that it is possible for each and every student. So on this very channel, that is what we do, that is our primary goal. And on International Day of Education, we join our hearts, we join our voices with students across the globe, and we say that it is possible. Your dream of studying abroad is very possible. So hey, as we celebrate this day, don't let it just be theory. The theme for this very year's International Day of Education is co-creating, okay, education with the youth. That's a paraphrase. So to say it verbatim, it's the power, okay, of co-creating education with the youth. And I believe that they want to move from the narrative where education or young people are actually told what to learn, okay, and what to do, to now making them active participants in the learning process, making young people active participants in co-creating the curriculum that is usually designed for them. So the power of co-creating education with the youth just simply goes to say that the youth is being recognized, okay, as one of the forces when it comes to implementing all of the ideals that the world is after, the world is looking for. So it is imperative that the youth are trained, and they aren't trained with curriculum that has lived its glory, curriculum that has lived its influence and lived its importance, but then they are calling on the youth to come co-create the education which they so desire, because the future belongs to the youth. So wherever you are, I pray that in your own small way you celebrate this very day, because it is worth celebrating. If education has been a game changer for you, I want to hear in the comment section, and just a simple phrase that education is a real leveler. This is the Global Student TV channel, and thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for sharing this video. Bye bye.